Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Play Slay the Spire. We're starting back here because I had a blue screen, actually. I alt-tabbed out of Slay the Spire to play something else with Kate on her stream, and then I was, unfortunately saddled with the blue screen of death, but luckily the game saves progress regardless. So, I believe if you beat the boss on this floor, you actually win the run. So we have a chance. We obviously, like, if possible, would like to upgrade our cards. But we want to make sure there's adequate rest. I would prefer to never be forced to fight an elite enemy, even though they will drop two. Yeah, I like this path because we can either take elite or rest as is necessary. I would prefer for it to be elite because we get 2 relics out of it. But, so we want to start on one of these two sides and go up. Question mark, fight, question mark, or fight, question mark, question mark. Let's fight first. So we'll, 2 fights, I guess, would be the way we start here. Music, you're slightly too loud. I'm gonna need you to cool it with the music just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let's look at this. Let's remind ourselves of how this goes. Infernal Blade, add a random attack to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. We also have an energy potion. You're gonna attack for 10. We already have 10 block. So I don't think we're going to be able to use Clash. I think what we'd like to do is something like... Check me out on this one. Infernal Blade. Get an uppercut. It costs 0. Deal 13 damage, apply 1 weak, 1 vulnerable. At the end of its turn, it gains some strength. So this is dangerous. Boom. Not so bad. I'm going to do a headbutt. Deal 9 damage. And then we want to place the card that we just had on top of our discard pile. I don't know where. Cards are drawn from here. They're shown in random order. Okay, so you can't cheat by looking at your draw pile. Not that I knew it was cheating at the time, but anyway. We could deal... You're already a little vulnerable. I could make you vulnerable for longer with a bash, or I could attack and do nothing, essentially. So I think I'm just going to hit you with this bash. And I'll make you vulnerable for longer and end turn. You're going to hit and maybe apply a wound or something, but I doubt it. Disregard. Turns out it worked. We get uppercut back. I thought it would give me the... Did it exhaust our other card, maybe? I don't know. So we get armaments. You're going to hit for 13. That's quite a lot. We have 4 energy, though. So I think you go armaments to gain some block. It upgraded uppercut, which we're going to smack you with right away. It weakens you. It makes you vulnerable even longer. We use block. You're not going to do any damage to me. And this guy's going to go down easy. We got enough cards that the burns don't scare me that much. I think you essentially have to double tap, strike, and he's dead. Because we didn't get a chance to use Clash there. What card would we like to add? I think, oh, I don't know. Flame Barrier, gain 12 block. So it's... not quite as good as 2 defends, because we do have defend plus, but it does reflect a little damage, but Pommel Strike is really good, especially because it's Pommel Strike plus. So I think I'll err on the side of that. So first combat, easy peasy. Now we got some weird blobs. Lifelink. If other enemies are alive... Revives in 2 turns at 50% HP. Juggernaut. Whenever you block, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Do we have a draw card? We have a block card. So we could Juggernaut, block. If we're going to do that, we're going to have, like, no... Oh, we don't even need to block on this turn. We should just do damage on this turn. I think we probably want to flex, or alternatively... Because we're going to get... Whatever card we use, we're going to get it back. Would we rather get apply 2 weak to all enemies or flex? It's kind of tough. Or even Headbutt, which is also... Oh, Headbutt's what we're going to use. That's right. Let's see. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. So we definitely do not have enough. But if we used all of our energy, we might be able to do this. Let's try it. Let's start with Juggernaut, because I want these enemies to die as soon as possible. And then we'll try, like, Armaments, Flex. Which it just got upgraded. So Flex gets used... We will headbutt, and we'll headbutt the one that's there. We'll give ourselves flex again, so next turn we know we're going to have extra strength. And we'd rather start to get these guys down little by little. Now, do we want to use 2 energy and strike? I think the answer is no. I think I'd rather wait it out, so just discard this stuff. We're getting flex back next turn anyway. We're looking for a handful of clashes, please. Because we have to kill all 3 of them, otherwise they'll come back to life. I wouldn't say I dislike this, but I'm not thrilled. We definitely, I mean, I guess we'll start with flex. And then we'll block, which will do some damage. We'll block, which will do some damage. I think we want to at least try to knock 16 damage off the table, even if he does come back to life. And next turn we get Pen Nib. So we are still going to get hit a little bit here. These guys are going to be annoying as heck. And again, these guys are going to come back to life as well because of the life link. Unless we kill all 3 of them, they're going to come back to life. This is where poison would be really nice for us. Much better. I think I would like to... Oh my god, it does 36 damage. This does 40 damage? My god. Well, let's start with that, even though it does... We could make a slightly better play. We'll try Warcry. And then we'll get rid of Purity. We only have 3 energy, so we gotta be careful here. I think I don't care about Headbutt as much as I care about a random attack. No, here's how you do it. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand and deal 40 damage. I'll deal 40 to you. That was because of Pen Nib, that's right. Should have done it to the one that was gonna attack. That was stupid. Alright, what card goes on top of the draw pile? Let's try Flex. 18. It's not quite going to do enough damage, is it? These guys are going to come back to life. Well, one of them is going to come back to life with 50% HP. We're still going to come through this just fine, but it is... Like, I wish that I hadn't mishandled this. You're probably still both dead. On this turn, specifically. Flex. Double tap. No, first. Yeah, create 2 copies of Pommel Strike, please. Already happened. Then play double tap. Wow, he drew like almost exclusively wounds. And then you are super dead. Alright, so we made it through. Very, very suboptimal plays, but we made it through. Twin Strike Plus. Deal 7 damage twice. Add 2 wounds, but gain 15 block. There are some synergies here, but... I mean, 14 damage doesn't seem that good, does it? For 1 strike. Twin Strike. Twin Strike Plus, technically. Having some extra block might be more well-balanced here. Now remember, if you go combat, you're forced to go combat again. So I think the way we want to handle this is we go question mark. As you head upwards, hopping from one floating shape to another, you slip, you begin to fall. While in free fall, you consider your options. Land safely with your greatest technique, channel a power to survive the fall, strike at the wall to hang on it. Easy money. Lose Purity. I think Purity kind of sucks. Now we could do question mark, or combat question mark, or combat. I think I'd rather try combat. Thorns is so annoying. What the heck is a repulsor? What is this? On death, it deals 8 damage to you. Well, we have no clash. Severed Soul will deal 20 damage. This turn, your next 2 attacks are played twice. So we could kill anything. We could definitely kill the repulsor. I think... I want to kill this exploding man first, I think. So it would be like double tap. What else do we want to do on top of it? I mean, we could duplicate Sever Soul. But then we can get the energy to do this. Okay, let's try this. Dual wield Sever Soul. We can duplicate 2 cards. No, just the 1. Alright, and it's actually... Oh my god, it's much more than duplicate. It's create 2 copies. Then we'll double tap a Sever Soul. Did it... I must have double tapped. I am an idiot. My brain is half broken. Double tap applies to the next attack. It's not a targeted ability. Okay, I'm back in the game. We can dust 2 individuals. As long as they're under... We're going to have to leave both attackers alive, I think. But if we sever this guy, he's done. Then we'll take the energy potion, drink it, sever this guy. It is going to cause thorns, but I'll take it. And we're going to take 9 damage total, which is not that bad. We knocked out 2 units right away, which I'm quite pleased with. We didn't take any burn cards, which is very nice. It's kind of a weak play. Are we on Pen Nib? Apparently not. Well, I think you go Perfected Strike. Strike. I hate to say it, but Defend is probably the right play, even though I want to be more aggressive. This way we break even on this turn, although the enemy does buff themselves. That Thorns is going to be really annoying. We'd really like to, like, kill them in one hit, essentially. Clash will not work. So we have to start with, well, this guy has to go. So I think we block, knowing he's going to deal 8 damage to us when he dies. Reaper. Deal 4 damage to all enemies. Heal for unblocked damage dealt. It's still worth it to do, even though we're going to take 5 damage, because we're going to heal for 4 here. I think it's worth it, at least. Anyway, we want to do this. Then do we care about doing... Maybe it wasn't worth it. Do we care about doing a clash? We obviously want to use our power. But this guy's not going to hurt us, so I don't think we really need to clash on this turn. So that means I don't have to use my offering, which saves me a little HP for the long term. And this guy's going to buff his Thorns ability, I'm sure. Which, again, continues to be substantially annoying. But he's also getting hurt every turn. So... Add 2 wounds to your hand, gain 16 block. Well, let's use Flex first. Because we can, if we can gather enough block to just destroy him, that's fine. So we'll deal 14 damage and draw 2 cards. 13 damage. So that's 27. Anger's enough. So you do this, gain 2 wounds. Pommel strike him. You're going to take some damage. That's okay. Feed. Oh, we can make this work. Okay, so... we want to deal, 13 damage is fine. Then feed on him. It does hurt us, but we also gain max HP. That's nice. Get a Dex potion out of it. Gain 5 block. Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. That's worth taking, I think. We didn't get Apotheosis here. And honestly, I feel like we should just go straight to more combat, although that does force us to skip the elite. There is an elite we can fight later. Extremely annoying. Alright, so they immediately take damage. This would be the right turn to kill the guy who's going to explode. If we can make it happen. So that would definitely be like... We probably would use Offering. Double tap, your next 2 attacks are played twice. Hear me out here. Armaments, Rampage. We're going to make Rampage better. We're going to double tap Rampage. We could use it on Thorn enemy. It'll deal 8, then 16. We should flex first. It'll deal 10 and then 18. We might be able to... Okay, we should kill the Exploder first. I think I'm being silly here. So we can also use We don't need regen yet. So let's start with our Rampage. I think then we would use Offering. It is going to cost us HP, but gaining new cards is worth it, I think. I think Juggernaut's kind of trash, but we don't want to use Defend. Ah, wait. Can we... I don't think we can quite get a kill here is the thing. But I can make sure he dies on the next turn. If I can't kill him, I think I might as well just use power and then attack. And he... Oh, I am actually... I apologize. My brain is actually fried, apparently. I forgot about the fact that we still had double tap being active. This is why I should never stop a run midway through. It's alright. Brain's getting back into it. We're going to figure this out. This guy, annoying. He's going to start doing a lot of damage as well. I don't like Thorns, man. This guy's going to attack. Is there any chance we could get enough damage to crush him? I think the answer is no, but we might as well attack him before Thorns start to go crazy anyway. So, let's start with a Pommel Strike, which is worth it. Well, no, let's start with a Spot Weakness then. Then we'll Pommel Strike him. Try to kill him as quickly as possible. We should have Inflamed first, you madman! We can't kill him. I think we still want to hurt him so we can kill him next turn. But then we can probably kill him in one deal with 17. Sword Boomerang was just too dicey to begin with, so we'll use Anger on this guy. This is going to hurt. We probably want to pop Regen Potion pretty soon. What do you got going on there? Ah, Frail. Pretty bad. This guy has to go. We should defend first, although this guy's still going to hurt. Defend? That's who I wanted to hurt. I like it. Create 2 copies of an attack or power. Let's wait until we use Infernal Blade to see if that works. Alright. Headbutt. Deal 17. We could hurt him pretty good with that, but we start with Infernal Blade. X. Spend all energy. Deal 10 damage to all enemies X times. This is worth 10 damage right now. It's just not very good. And we're going to get hurt yet again. What do we want to draw next turn? Where's our block boy? Not Armaments is great, but Power Through. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We're going to need some burst block, I think. We're going to take 19 here. Getting quite low. 26. He's going to deal 10. That's not very much. Okay, this is actually good. We can't use Power Through. Wait, we can. We can. Do we want to upgrade all cards? All cards are already upgraded except for Power Through. So here's what I think you do. Do this. Sever this poor boy's soul. Can we maybe fit in a block first? Like we could block. We don't want to upgrade a wound. It doesn't make any difference. Yeah, so defend. Sever soul. And then clash this poor man. Okay, we lived. It looked a little scary. Exhaust 1 card, draw 3 cards. I like it. I like it. We need to rest, and we need to heal. Which puts us right back in the game as far as I'm concerned. I mean, if we're going to have to do 2 combats, I'd rather start with encounter combat. Which is okay, alright. We got combat, but it might be a little easier. This is where I'm going to pop a regen, I think. 2 of these guys are intending to attack us. If we play our card right... We have no blocks, but if we play our cards right, we might be able to kill one. And if we're going to strike, is it worth gaining strength? Probably, especially if you look at like Sword Boomerang. So we'll start with Spot Weakness. 6 damage to a random enemy 3 times. That's 18 damage, 12. I'd rather have 13 in card draw. I don't think we're going to make feed work for us, by the way, but maybe. $18 plus 15. If Sword Boomerang hit the right guy enough times, we could maybe make feed work, but he's not going to truly be dead. So I think we actually just go for strength gain and then a random old strike because we don't want this thing to get exhausted. So we'll just hit we'll hit another enemy to weaken them so they're all a little closer to death. And our next one is going to be Pen Nub, so we should be ready for that. What is this for? Ah, we are regen potion, right. Alright, 32 damage on the field here. Exhaust 1 card, draw 3 cards. If we can play that last, it might just be, like, guaranteed value. Nothing can be armored here, though. Like, armaments can't work on anything, I should say. But we have to play it anyway, so I think you start defend. We could exhaust armaments, but I think I'd rather just use it. No, this is incorrect. We should exhaust armaments so we can keep our clashes, and then we'll draw 3 cards anyway, and we get clash, defend, defend. This is really good, even though it looks kind of terrible, because now we can deal 46 damage in one go because of Pen Nub. So I think we should just dust this poor guy. What are these gonna be worth? That's gonna be worth 23 then, and that's gonna be worth 19. I think you dust this guy. As much as that's an overkill, you do that so that you can also take out that damage on this turn, and you give yourself 1 turn of just being able to smack him. Now, if we can't get 47 damage done to this guy in 1 turn, I don't know what we've done to our run, you know, because we've constructed this run to be as aggressive as possible here. And we don't quite have the damage right off the bat, but I think you use Infernal Blade first. And we got Pummel. Deal 7 damage 4 times and then exhaust. It's 0, so let's duplicate it. This is actually, or triplicate it. This is actually a good play. So there's 28 damage. There's another 28 damage. We could have put out 94 damage or 84 damage on that turn. I do like Intimidate because it's free. I think we need that. We're running into some energy concerns. We probably wasted some of our regen potion now that I think about it, but alright, these guys are super annoying. I'd prefer to take out the ones that are gonna attack on turn 1. Except Thorns Boy, it might be the best to attack him first turn. But then we still have to deal... Do we have any blocks? We have power through. We can exhaust a wound to draw 3 cards, but it's kind of just like... I think it's too precious of a play. What does a strike do? 9. So we can't quite kill him with that. We would have to bash first. It's a tough play. Well, power through means we're not going to take any damage this turn. So I think you start there. I still think you break Thorns Boy first, before he does any more damage to you. And we're only looking to take 18 damage this turn. I guess we'll try for a Renegade Infernal Blade play. Give us drop kick. Deal 5 damage if an enemy is vulnerable. Gain energy and draw a card. No enemy is vulnerable. So our infinite combo is broken, but we can do some damage. I think that was the right decision in the end. I think I'm starting to get my sea legs underneath me here. Again, it's the right idea to kill the Thorns guy before he gets super thorny. The exploding guys are always going to do the same, I think, so... we can never get rid of Wound, which means Clash is unplayable, which means our turn just plays itself. We should still kill Thorns first, even though it's going to hurt us. Are you gonna do more damage when you explode now? Is that the buff here? Yep. You're gonna do 12 damage when you explode. That's annoying. Ooh, we gotta get rid of these wounds, dude. I don't really want to lose HP, but it's the only way we can get Clash going. So I guess you start... This guy's gonna buff, though. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's start... I'd rather kill him, is the thing. We have nothing that can kill him, but let's get to work on the guy who's going to be stronger, just in case. Oh, we're on Pen Nub. So you should go. And then... There's no way we can draw. Oh, we do have drawable cards, so we can actually make this work. I think Power Through is going to be the game plan here. Then we use Offering, which will cause us to lose 5 HP, gain energy, and draw 3 cards. This way... wait a minute. Now I'm looking at this like maybe there's something even better. But I think you want to Power Through. We get 16 block, and 1 enemy took damage as well as a result. Then we can get rid of all non-attack cards. Deal 20 damage to this Joker. I think I would like to headbutt here, please, if you don't mind. We're going to take 12 damage. No, we should get this guy instead, because he's going to hit us. But the other guy's going to become stronger next turn. Okay, just dust him. You're still going to take damage as a result, but so be it. Now, next turn, I would like to stack enough block to avoid the explosion. I think it's fairly unlikely, but it would be sick. So we're going to take 5 damage here. Maybe we should have used our Dex Potion at some point during this whole arrangement, but... Okay, so we have to find a way to block 12 damage, but still kill this guy. We have to draw. Place a card from your hand on top of the draw pile. We want to keep Rampage. We'll get rid of Dazed. We'd like to double tap. We don't need to dual wield. We'll double tap Rampage. I don't think it's going to kill him. Yeah, okay. This is a weird one, isn't it? I actually think we just end turn. I've kind of screwed it up somehow. No, we could take him down to 1 HP just by blocking. Yeah. Okay, so now we just need to find a way to get 15 block on the next turn, or 16, or whatever he's... Yeah, 16 block on the next turn. He's dead, and we took 16 damage immediately because we started our turn. I am a fool. Okay. Sure. Block and card draw is starting to seem like a good idea here. Times are tough. Bag of Marbles. At the start of combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemy. That seems amazing. I think we should go question mark shop, dude. Things are getting tricky here. As you slowly make your way up the twisting pathway, you find yourself losing your way as the walls on the ground seem to inexplicably shift before your eyes. The constant whispering voices in the back of your head aren't helping things either. Passing by a structure you are certain you have previously seen, you start to question if you are going insane or if the impossible geography of this place is starting to get to you. You need to change something, and soon. That's what the voices say anyway, and why would they lie? Receive 2 madness, but lose 10 HP, or become cursed. So you start with 1 Writhe card in your hand every turn, but you lose 24 HP. I might regret that. Something in you cracks. Only the truly mad can understand a place like this, so you give in to the chattering voices and continue on with a new perspective. Things do seem to make so much more sense now. No combat just yet, please. Hello, my merchant friend. Innate. Deals 6 damage to all enemies. Exhaust. So this is just... Well, are there any regen potions? There's a block. There's a strength. Anger's good. Spend all energy. Deal 5 damage to all enemies X times. So if you started with that, you could deal 4 damage. You could deal 5 damage 4 times. Gain 30 block. Exhaust. Every card's exhausted. Gain block. Choose an attack from your draw pile and place it into your hand. Exhaust. Kind of like the idea of having a dramatic entrance. Every 3 turns gain an energy. You know what? I love the relics as well. See you later. We have to rest. And it's going to be rest, combat, combat, rest, combat. I know you're going to say, well, you know when you rest at the end of the game, you're going to have, you know, you're going to get the extra 25 HP from resting just before the boss. By the way, why not go to the shop? I don't have any money. At least I can get something from this guy if I don't get screwed. So he's going to use a negative effect on me next turn. What can we do? A random card in your hand costs 0 for the rest of combat. Exhaust. Armaments cost 0 for the rest of combat. That seems good. Okay, so it costs 0. Let's upgrade. The dramatic entrance doesn't get an upgrade, so that was worth nothing, unfortunately. We'll probably start by using dramatic entrance, which is 9 damage and then gets exhausted. This guy's vulnerable. I forgot about that. None of these are going to be exhausted by Sever Soul, so I think we should just use that. Use Clash. Feed gets exhausted, so we might not want to use it, but it is just extra damage, so I think it's probably worth it. And then we'll use Headbutt as well, which was with Pen Nub. We did a lot of damage there. And give me Armaments, because it costs 0, so I think we can make a good case for that. You know, if we could just always put that in our hand, I'd be very happy. So we are frail and vulnerable now. And he's going to hit for 25. A random card in your hand costs 0 for the rest of the engagement. Well, don't do it yet. Create 2 copies of an attack or power that's in your hands. Sadly, that's garbage right now. We do have card draw. I think we want to dual wield. No, we want to use Armaments to upgrade either Madness or Shrug It Off. It upgraded Shrug It Off, which is great, because then we're going to duplicate Shrug It Off. It only duplicates attacks. That's right. I'm stupid. Make something cost 0. Beautiful. That's what I wanted. We gain 9 block. Add 2 wounds to your hand, but you gain 12 block. This means we're going to take no damage on this turn, and all of a sudden, we got a little bit ahead of the enemy on that one. And remember, every 3 turns, we gain a little extra energy because of the flower here. So we got 5 energy this turn. He's going to attack, so spot weakness is fine. We need to weaken him. So he's only going to deal 6. We're going to hit him with the Bash. We're going to hit him with Perfected Strike. We're going to hit him with the Strike. Oh, it was still the right way to handle it, but he is going to hit us for 6, and there's nothing we can do about that. We had no card draw, by potion or otherwise. Alrighty. Now he's going to use a buff on the next turn. I don't think we can kill him. What do we need to play to get rid of Bash? Or to be able to use Clash? We would need to play Armaments. Please, oh, we choose what gets upgraded. Upgrade Clash. Thank you. Can't play Clash yet. We gotta play Infernal Blade first. A 0 damage headbutt. I love it. Start with Clash. This guy's already vulnerable. And we want to get Clash out of our system. Then, we'll use Headbutt, which moves something onto our draw pile. And I want it to be Clash, or Clash Plus if possible. Why this? Because then we can play Pommel Strike. It'll deal 9. And we'll draw 2 cards, including our Clash. Which I can't play because we drew a skill. Hopefully they're all attacks. They are not all attacks, but if I put this one on there, they're all attacks. And we can use Clash again. Lovely, lovely plays. Alright, so he got stronger, but he only has 35 HP. Not a lot. He's going to deal 24 damage on this turn, if we can't do 32 to him. You just double tap Clash, and he's dead. Right, never mind. We have to get rid of our power. We can still do it. Alright. Not even close, sort of. Dude, give me... but another power through is actually worth way more. Even though Whirlwind Plus looks great, especially with our energy synergies, I think having extra block is more than worth it. So we do have to do combat here. Are you guys combatants, or do you just exist? Apparently you just exist. There's a lot of things happening right at the start. We do have 5 energy. You probably want to start with Intimidate. There is a lot of damage coming out here. These guys do have thorns. Generally with thorns, you want to just kill them as soon as possible. We might want to pick up the blocks first. We absolutely want to pick up the blocks first, because check this out. Power through. Now we have 31. And we can start to hit some enemies pretty bad. Exile all non-attack cards. I don't care about this, and I don't like this right now, because it's going to cause us to take 6 damage from thorns. So I think you sever soul immediately. It gets rid of all the wounds. It does force us to fight, or to take a little damage from the thorny boy, but I think that's okay. I think we use a pommel strike for a little card draw. Madness doesn't seem that good here, but there you go. It made Shrug It Off cost 0, so we get to use 1 extra card. Do we need to gain 9 block here? We might as well. It's not like it gets exhausted. Power through is irrelevant. I think we use, as much as it sucks, I think we use Dramatic Entrance. Kill the Thorny Boy. And then we probably Rampage, and we're still not eating it at all. We're actually way ahead of the curve here. Not going to take any damage. This guy's going to armor up to an extraordinary degree. He'll probably attack next turn, but only for 10. So this guy's got to go. And ideally we could block. Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. Yeah. So I think you hit him with a bash. No, you armor first. Upgrade all cards. And then we have some block. Deal 10 damage, apply 3 vulnerable. We only need to... No... You gotta think about this. I think we might want to make this guy vulnerable and kill this guy on the neck. No, but he's gonna buff his thorns. We can't kill him, huh? We might just want to defend. We'll take no damage this turn and we can worry about our blocks on the next turn. I'm trying to save all my potions for the boss fight here. That guy did 20. Why did you think... Wait a minute, we had enough. I swear to you, like, my neurons are broken for some reason today. Alright, this guy's got to go. Give me a madness for free. Spot weakness now costs 0. There's no reason not to use it on him, but... We'll copy a strike. We have to kill this guy. It sucks that it's going to take 2 attacks, because we're going to take some damage in the process. Ooh, did we... We just gained strength because this guy was attacking. I thought for some reason we would only gain strength against him, but that's not the case. And we're going to get hit like a truck here. This is why the rest before the boss fight is so important. It's also why I would like to have some blocks appear, please. He's going to deal 10 this turn. That's nothing. It's nothing. Please double our pommel strike. He is dead as heck. It's like, is there anything, maybe we could use something to heal before the turn ends? We still got 3 energy, so he's going to die in 1 attack. Add a random attack. Exhaust your hand, deal 10 damage for each exhausted card. That's disgustingly good. No heals, but still. Give me more dual wieldies. We really got to heal. We're going to heal almost up to full. Not quite as high as I would like. Now we have our boss fight. I'm a little afraid. What is unawakened? We got to look at this. This enemy is not awakened yet. He's vulnerable. He's been hit These guys, their buff makes them stronger. So it would be for the best to kill them as quickly as possible. None of these guys have thorns or anything like that. So straight up, first off, we want dexterity. Even if we have very few blocks this turn. Hurt all enemies, please. Okay, is there anything we can use to get stronger first? Not yet. Not yet. You know what? Do offering first. I was looking to see if there were any powers. Create 2 copies of an attack or power card. Add it to your hand. Well, every one of these is going to give us a lot of damage, but we have 6 energy as well. So copy dramatic entrance. And then do it again. This guy doesn't hurt us when we hurt him, right? Whenever you play a power, he gains... My hand is full. Excuse me? That's a new one. I should have assumed it could happen. I'm just saying. Well, here's 24 damage to all of you. For free. So that seems like a pretty good start. This dude's gonna hit me for 10. We can block for 11. We still got 4 damage. Somebody's gotta go. So I think we... What's in our discard pile? Dual wield and dramatic entrance, which... It didn't get exhausted! You genius! Deal 12 damage. Check this out. 12 damage. Oh, but he's not gonna die, isn't he? Wait, it's actually gonna deal 18 damage because he's vulnerable. So he's actually just gonna straight up die. There might be a better way. In which case, this will probably kill you dead. Anyway. Get wrecked. Draw dramatic entrance. Since you're vulnerable, dramatic entrance might do even more damage than I expect. But first, get pommel struck. I'll take another dramatic entrance for free, please. Now, what do I do about you? You're already vulnerable. We should probably block. Disarm is unnecessary. And then it's just Rampage left after that. Okay. That was one heck of a first turn. He hasn't awakened yet, remember. He awakens in 10 turns or at some point. I don't think we want to apply weak yet. We're on Pen Nub. Perfected Strike will be incredible. I think we probably want to bash him to add more no, you power through. Why take block if you don't need to? Or why take damage if you don't need to, right? And then maybe exhaust all statuses from my hand so we can get rid of those wounds from the game. And then I can still strike him here. No problem so far. Please don't awaken. He's going to do 18 damage this time. Alright. Well, armaments will make something better immediately. We could play Clash twice, potentially? I think you start with double tap. No, you start with armaments. It made Clash better. No, it made Infernal Blade better. Cost 0 now. So use that. We get Dropkick. If it's vulnerable, gain energy and draw a card. I don't think we can make it vulnerable. No, we can! But then we'd have to exhaust something. What do we want to exhaust? Itself, really. Here's how you do it. Double tap. And your next attack is played twice. I hate to do this. Burning Pact. Get rid of Dropkick. Give me better cards. Strike, Sever Soul, Skill. First, random card now costs 0. It's Sever Soul. This gets played twice. Get ready to actually, literally eat my butt. Another double... Oh, I'm an idiot. I don't know why I thought Strike would work better instead of double tap there. Or instead of Clash, but... Misplay. Either way, what's he doing? Still hasn't awakened. You know what that means? Probably when we finish this phase, he's going to awaken, and that will be bad. Power through is worth nothing. Or costs nothing. It's worth a lot. You're gonna hit us for 10, huh? Place a card from your discard pile on top of your draw pile. Your draw pile. Next turn will put us on Pen Nib as well. So we want an attack, probably Sever Soul, which is 0. Yeah, and synergizes so well with our Clash. So you're not going to deal any damage. You're going to take 3 damage. You're going to try to hit us for 18. That's going to be hard. No card can be upgraded, so Armaments is exclusively worth it as a block. But I think we still want to do it. Because we do it like this. We still have enough energy to do everything. I am an idiot. I knew that we had Pen Nib, and I still didn't do our best attack with it. So many synergies I've never thought about, all coming into relevancy right now. Now remember, I expect this dude to come to life at some point here. Well, I still don't think you pop Intimidate. I think you might actually just end your turn. He is going to heal, though, so we're not worried about max HP. It's essentially the end of the run. We just want him to not regen, because he regens 10 each turn. We don't want him to ever get a free turn off of us. Dude, this is the first time we've had Flex in 100 years. We'll use Inflame. We'll shrug it off. Free block, more or less. Spot Weakness. Defend. And then Clash him. It's looking okay. I'm just scared this guy's going to come to life. But we've actually... I think we've gained a little HP over the course of this fight, which makes almost no sense. We have enough energy, so you probably Juggernaut. He's gonna hit like a freaking truck, dude. Pommel. No, you should Clash. Clash. Oh, he's Awakening. Well, if he's Awakening, I don't think we should do anything then. Unless, I don't know, maybe he'll carry the damage with him. Might as well. No, you can't attack him now? Alright. My dude's coming to life. Don't you dare. Not after all this. He healed for 200. He's gonna hit us for 40. That's a lot. You obviously flex. You don't draw here, but you can upgrade a card. Probably power through. Well, I think this is easy. You bash him first. Then you headbutt. What card do we want back? Probably Sever Soul. Flex is fine, but Sever Soul costs 0 and does 20 damage, so... We're only going to take 9 damage here. That's not that bad. Unless it comes with many other wounds or something. Not that bad. He's going to deal 24 next turn. That's nothing. That's crap. We should weaken him. This is a decent weaken turn. And then you Sever Soul. No! You strike. And then we get Pen Nib. You Sever Soul. You Clash. You're done, bud. I have to hit you for 12. We actually have no attacks to start with, which is hilarious. So we'll start with Shrug It Off. We didn't draw an attack! Well, we can still do this, strangely enough. He's still dead next turn. Because he's going to take 3 damage as soon as the turn ends. We've done it. I can't believe we needed to hit him once. And we didn't draw any attacks. Thump, 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 thump. A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout this room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of this evil? You ready your blade. Attack. You deal 676 damage. The heart squirms and bleeds, but ultimately is still pounding. Are your mightiest attacks not enough? You ask yourself, have I been here before? You feel that you have dealt a total of 676 damage to the heart. A total of 57 million damage has been done by all who have challenged it. The whole heart pulses louder and louder as your consciousness fades. Victory? Question mark? Hey, achievement unlocked, though. You're kidding me. So we did damage equivalent to our score. We got a win! Thanks for watching. I'll be back to, I'm sorry to do this to you. To skip your credits, but I'll be back to play as the Silent, the Poison class, in the next episode. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.